2.5 years, and I see that here too laws are constantly being violated. Constant violation of laws, and I would like to talk now about the conditions in which we are living. Although they don't like to complain, I promised my cellmates to tell about all this, at least here. When we first were moved to Pyatigorsk, I found myself in a cell of about 28 square meters, and there were 12 of us. According to Russian legislation, in a pre-trial detention center, there should be 4 square meters per person. Well, you take out for yourselves, divide 28 by 12. There was not a quarter, no fridge, which again, according to Russian legislation, should be provided. I spent 8 months in that cell, and then they moved me to a different one where there was a woman with a child. The child was almost 11 months old. He was practically born in the detention center. Such cells are supposed to have better conditions than the ordinary ones. For instance, they should have a washing machine, an iron, an ironing board, a rug, a dryer, a decent pot, so that a child can be raised in decent conditions. Again, this is not my fantasy. All this is guaranteed by the laws of the Russian Federation. But I found them. Hordes of cockroaches swarming all over each other. I asked anyone, did anyone visit you? Child's commissioner, human rights commissioner, or a representative of a prosecutor's office who comes to the center every fortnight to supervise. The prosecutor's supervisor did come. I didn't see it. And the commissioners have never visited. But then I was moved into that cell. I was visited, not the woman but the child, by a human rights commissioner for Stavropol therapy. I didn't have any personal requests, but I told him about the conditions in which this child was living and that he needs to learn to crawl, but there's not even a rug in the cell, so he can be put down on the floor. And at 10 months old, he should be walking already, not just crawling. I told him of this, and he was writing down everything and said that it would all be done. I thought that maybe in about 4 days they would bring and install everything. 3 days later, we were graciously allowed to equip the cell ourselves and were told that the administration of the pre-trial detention center would accept everything we bought and installed in the cell. It was fine by me, for the sake of the Almighty and the child. And those people from the outside who helped to buy, deliver, and install a washing machine, a rug, a dryer, and everything else we needed, I'd like to take the opportunity and thank them. At least in the 2 months that the mother and child remained together, the baby did learn to walk. And a terrible fate befell the child. I don't know why the judge decided to put the little thing in custody when it could have stayed with the mother until it turned free. Now this child is in an orphanage. I simply cannot understand why the system has to be so cruel. Now, I was moved again to a different cell, also with 12 inmates in it. Icy cold water, no, same old rats and cockroaches. This is our everyday existence, and everyone understands it perfectly well. When I asked the girls earlier why they had complained about the lack of hot water, because I know they've been living all this time without the hot water, they replied that, you know as well as we do, that it will make the situation even worse. They would come and take away all our possessions. And that's true. That's the way it is. And it's useless to complain because they get away with everything. Nothing ever changes. Let's talk about my case. Soon it will be 2 years since I was accused of distributing pornography. My case was repeatedly sent for so-called additional investigation, and again they would stuff into it highly dubious evidence. Yet still they could not prove the indictment, could not set the date for the trial. I was ready for it as soon as they filed a case against me, but isolation and not being able to work, that I find is very difficult. Well, that's what I have to say about labor. And now about cowardice. The state does not say that it pursues the undesirables. It pretends it is doing it to protect society, protect public morals, maintain order, protect children. People are being persecuted for words, thought, ideas. These are all dirty tricks, and this is cowardice. I find it sickening to live in such a country. I find it nauseating that we have learned to rejoice in cowardly half measures to say, at least it's not really hard. At least they didn't torture. At least it's not prison term. It is sickening that we begin to take everyday repression as the norm. It is sickening that good people have to waste their time fighting a cowardly system. I'm sick of their constant lies and cover-ups. Why hunger strike? Well, as a matter of fact, I, as a person accused of a grave crime, have almost no rights, no voice, no freedom. I don't have the opportunity to defend myself, my beliefs in the outside world. So be it. But recently I realized that I can't sit quietly any longer and watch the disgrace going on in the country and how my life is being derailed. And if you think about it, what other options do I have for non-violent protest? They say you should only declare a hunger strike if you're prepared to go to the very end. And so the big question, am I ready to die? But I firmly know that I can't live the way I live now, in cowardice and meanness. Am I afraid? Yes, I think I am. But I have nothing to lose. My health has already been undermined for a long time. Thanks to the actions of the state, I have almost no ties left in the form of work, colleague, or friends. I have only my dignity. And I'm glad that now